Alright, I'm just going to try and do a quick video on setting up your FNKS or FNKey. These come factory with the Alltrax AC conversion kits. There are a couple other different boxes, but these ones are the ones that will come with your kit. So I'm just going to do a quick one. If you have any questions on like what a setting actually does or what it means or how it affects you, I have a comprehensive video on these programming with the AC Toolkit. I'd recommend taking a look at this. But not everyone wants to sit through a 30-minute video, so this is going to try and be a fairly fast video. First thing you need to do is download the Alltrax Toolkit. Then you're going to come in here, click on the Settings tab. We want to make sure that FNKS is selected. If you have the one with the key, it's the same selection. The only difference is one has a key, one does not. We're going to start off with the normal. Now, the way I'm setting this up is normal is going to be slow, user 1 is going to be mid-range, user 2 is going to be full power. The region knob will not control your region. Once we're done doing this, it will control your acceleration, which I personally find to be a little bit better. So, click on the plus sign to the right of custom under drive settings, and we are in the normal profile. And however slow you want your normal profile to be, I would say that 10 to 14 miles an hour is good. 12, I believe, is about what you'd get with a stock car. You shouldn't have to change reverse. Motor phase amps is probably set at 650 when you open this up. I would recommend dropping it to 350. Battery discharge, I'd recommend setting at about 300. And positive speed rate, I would recommend doing 8/25. Have turbo checked. Set your fan for quiet. Again, if you have a question about what any of this means, check out my comprehensive guide. Now come down to region brake settings, hit the plus sign beside custom again, and this is going to be 75/150 when you get it. I recommend changing it to 150/150. It's easiest to just highlight the number and type it in. You can work the slider if you'd rather. But if you're using a laptop, it's a pain to do it that way. Make sure that turbo is still checked, fan is set for quiet. You don't need to play with any of this stuff. Go ahead and hit the Store Settings button. Come back up here, and you're going to click on User 1. This is going to be our mid-range profile. For this one, 20 to 25 is generally what I would say you should be running this one at. That's a fairly reasonable top speed to just be cruising around the streets, especially if you're not trying to impress anybody. Reverse, whatever you feel comfortable with going backwards. Motor phase amps for this one, I would leave it at 650. And then battery discharge amps, I would honestly set this one to 450 for this profile. Positive speed rate, I really recommend running the minimum at 10 and the maximum at 25 for this. Again, this is going to make it so that your region knob controls acceleration and not region. We want turbo checked, we want fan set to normal. Click the plus sign beside custom. You don't have to if you're just doing this along with me. And again, we're going to set the region to 150/150. If you're the kind of person that wants absolutely no region in the system whatsoever, click over here on none. That will zero everything out, and then you don't have to manually do it yourself. Go ahead and hit Store Settings one more time, and now we're going to go to User 2. Now for the User 2 profile, we're going to max this out. If you have not logged into the Toolkit software yet, you will need to. Otherwise, it's going to not let you set the RPM or miles per hour as high as we're planning on doing so. Now then, we're going to go ahead and max out speed. With the RXV, I'm using the demo mode of the software, so it thinks it's an RXV. With it, it doesn't go as high as it does with the AC motor that comes with the Alltrax Toolkit. That one you can turn up quite a bit more. So for this one, the max looks like 35. Let's go ahead and check something though. Yeah. And then reverse, leave it at 8. Motor phase amps, we want at 650. Battery discharge, we want maxed out. This slider may depend on what kind of batteries you have. Good chance you'll be maxing out at 500, but if you have a battery pack that can output 650, you can set this one to 650. Positive speed rate here, I would recommend, again, 10/75 on this one. 75 will make the front end try and come off the ground. Just a fair warning. We want turbo on. We want fan set to performance. Come back down here to region brake settings again, and either zero it out or change this one to 150, however you like things to be. Also, if you want a better negative speed rate, for some reason, you can always turn that up once you have driven the car and you know what it's going to feel like when it's region braking. Go ahead and hit Store Settings again. That'll save it, and now your FNKey or FNKS is fully programmed. Your region knob will now control acceleration instead of region. Your profiles will be your limiting factor on your top speed. And region braking is region braking. Just set it where it feels comfortable and then leave that alone. That should cover everything. If you have any questions about what a specific setting does or how it affects you, I recommend checking out my guide. Feel free to send me a comment, or you can always call the guys at Alltrax. They're very easy to talk to.